Theaters with Tango and Coop.
Movies, music, video games, and more.
We're back with the reactions video. I'm Tango.
And I'm Coop.
We're about to check out Snoop Dogg again. You know, we did Snoop a few weeks back.
Yeah. Last Dance with Mary Jane.
Which was dope. Yeah, with Jelly Roll.
Great video. Crazy animation.
So this time around, looks like AI is in full effect here.
Yeah, the whole video's in AI.
So I haven't gotten a chance to peep it, but yeah, I mean, just from the start screen, it looks pretty dope. But yeah, this one's called Sophisticated Crippin. You familiar with that?
Nah, I'm pretty unsophisticated in my crippin'.
Word. So yeah, let's check it out. You know, I'm always down for some Snoop Dogg music.
I mean, right off the back, we got old Snoop and young Snoop.
Yeah, it looks like teenage Snoop and full-on adult Snoop.
That's like, if you could go back in the past and talk to your younger self, what would you tell him?
Buy stock in Google.
So, I feel like that's what we're about to see right now.
Yeah, buy stock in Google, buy stock in Amazon.
Let's check it out.
So yeah.
Look, man, you gotta knock it off with all that gang banging and all that credit, man. You gotta get business. You gotta get orientated, you know, with the finesse of it all. It's called show business, homie. Shit.
I like the hand movements.
So the AI is really good. I mean, the visuals are right there, but I think that the lip sync is still a little weird. You know, it needs some work. And this is no fault of Snoop or whoever did the video. It's just the AI platform itself. Whatever model they're using, I don't know if they're using a VO, the new Google
the VO3,
one.
yeah.
I don't know, but whatever model they're using, the lips you can kind of tell, but it's still very good looking. It's very convincing. I mean, the hair, everything looks very convincing.
That aside, though, the graphics are ridiculously crazy because the fact that you can identify the strands of hair, and that definitely looks like a young Snoop Dogg.
That is definitely Snoop Dogg. Like for sure.
Yeah.
Check this out, big Snoop Dogg. The only reason why you is who you is because of me. Fuck you gonna tell me to stop crippin' and stop gang banging, nigga? I'm gonna keep banging, nigga. That's all I know. Well, check this out, Snoop Doggy Dogg. If you want to get to where I'm at, can you do me this one favor? Please just do me this one favor. You can keep it crippin', but just keep it sophisticated crippin'. Can you do that for me? For sure. I got you, big homie.
And see, that's
Take
one of the
back a little bit.
That's one of the problems with AI, is it's the marquee. The marquee is there, Snoop Dogg,
lettering,
but all the rest of the lettering is just gibberish. Looks like alien speak.
And who knows within a year, because it's AI has come a long way in a year.
Oh, it's gonna be perfected very soon.
A year from now, you know, that may be all taken
but
care of.
I'm not seeing any people with 3 arms and 4 legs. I mean, the people look pretty justified.
Everything looks legit. The cars look legit.
So
the foreground, the background, like this looks like a legit city street.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's decent.
Right.
Back in the kitchen, intuition, sophisticated crippin'. This shit different. Still top billing, the dog is chillin'. What more can I say? I made a living, big dippin'. We ain't set trippin'. This is how they turn superheroes into villains. Big dippin', we ain't set trippin'. This is how they turn superheroes into villains. From the depths of the seas, back to the block. I'm the Kobe and LeBron. You know who called the shots. Like
yeah, I didn't see that coming. That was pretty dope. Morphed into Kobe. And that's the other thing with AI, man. You know, the post-ominous AI. You know, you're gonna get people who have passed on, and you're gonna be able to recreate their likenesses.
Right.
But that was actually pretty dope. Like, that was a dope transition.
Yeah.
Kudos to I saw the dude's name at the beginning, but the director of this AI video. I mean, the way he cut it. Big props on that.
I wanna see my niggas get rich, we all we got. Dog pound still with the click, that means a lot. Straight bullets bounce off the wall, that's how we rock. Respect to MJ, but my shooter's the king of pop. I remember times when we're G.
I mean, it's I know we paused a lot at the beginning of this one, but that's crazy, dude. Like you see who it turns in, and there's no question. Like Daz, Corrupt,
that was Daz,
MJ,
Corrupt,
both MJs,
Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson.
I mean,
Warren G.
That's how good AI has just gotten. This is a photo though.
This looks like a real photo, yeah. But is it though?
But the rest was just. Was that all AI? I mean, was the Daz part AI? I mean, the Michael Jackson was for sure, right? Is that? I feel like that's AI.
I feel like that's AI.
Yeah.
There's the headphones. I feel like this whole thing is AI.
Respect to MJ, but my shoulders the king of pop. I remember times when G told me it was mine. Got Nate Dogg catalog in the pipeline. Open doors for my peers, let they light shine. I made a few millionaires in my lifetime. California mind state blowing Dr. Bombay. Bad bitches, palm trees, stay up on my entree. You know we push it to the max any time of day. Put LA on my back, had to find a way. While these young niggas running up the crime rate, I was controversial on the West before Kanye. 420 vision, Daytona spinning. Now everybody got an opinion on how I'm living. Lord willing, pull off in this 6-train, decapitate the ceiling. Fuck Olympic, nigga, we the biggest in the city. Botox on the drop, got us sitting pretty. About to touch a Billy, keep a circle full of winners. You know them Andre Youngs and the Percy Millers. 2 of the biggest ever, took your nigga to the top. Only one regret, I never got to say goodbye to Pop. That hurt my heart. You can love me or not. I'm from the bottom just like you. We all we got. I'm on a mission. Intuition. Sophisticated criminal. This shit different. Still, top billing. The dog is chilling. What more can I say? I made a living. Big dipping. We ain't set tripping. This is how they turn superheroes into villains. I'm used to the lows, I'm used to the highs, I'm used to the lies. Lower your game, nigga, I will survive. Found a way to monetize what I do for my guys. Put felons on the payroll that couldn't get jobs. All that bullshit aside, I'm true to the tribe, so hop in the ride. Roll to the riches, I'm just checking my ties. You see the fruits of my labor, look at what I became. End up in grave danger, throwing dirt on my name. Shit, I can't complain, that just come with the fame. That's how we do it, got Martha Stewart wearing my chain. Boss lady right next to me. Y'all know the recipe. Find yourself a queen bee and run after your destiny. Legacy. That was so closer than a referee. 30 years plus and they still ain't got the best of me. You know my specialty. I pay it forward. Yes, sir. 2025. Death Row Records. Is it a crime?
So, yeah, big shout-outs to whoever cut that up. I mean, a lot of people are going to be like, oh, it's just AI. AI did it. But the thing is that's work, dude, because you have to come up with the prompts. Those prompts have to be specific enough to get you the detail you want. And then you've got to mow through those and figure out how to transition. And you know, so, no, there's a lot of work. And I'm giving a lot of props to whoever did that. I want to go back, actually, and I want to say his name because I know it posted it at the beginning.
Right there.
Yeah.
Jesse Williams, was that what it was?
Was it right? Yeah.
Jesse
Wellens. Okay, yeah. So props to Jesse Wellens, man, because that came out dope. I mean, I can definitely identify a couple of things in there where you can see the little glitchiness to it, but
you can't take away from the fact this is still new technology.
It is new. It's new.
This is the best we've ever seen it so far.
It's
because he could have done this video a year ago,
100%,
and it looked like this.
Oh, 100%. So no, you know, coming up with the prompts and like I said, the transitions and there's still a lot of editing involved in this. This is phenomenal. I mean, I think I dig the song aside. The video itself is just dope. But now speaking on the song, I think the song was dope. I mean, this is kind of a new side of Snoop. This was more him kind of expressing some feelings he had. It seemed like, you know, talking about some regrets, talking about some growth. So definitely a different Snoop Dogg verbally than you've normally heard.
Than we're used to hearing. Yeah. And I like that. I like, especially, you know, that little touch of vulnerability coming out, like being able to have himself talk to himself and be like, hey, be sophisticated in everything that you do, you know? And that's probably, I'm imagining, you know, it's one of those things, like I was saying before when it started, if you can go back in time and talk to yourself, what kind of advice would you give him?
Right.
And I feel like that's what he was doing in this.
Definitely.
He was like, look, you know, and you know, for the most part, I would say he's pretty much throughout his life kept it pretty sophisticated.
I agree. And,
he hasn't been in too much. He hasn't had too much drama.
Yeah,
he hasn't been in too much controversy.
And he definitely acknowledges the people who helped his growth along the way. Like he said Percy and Master P, Percy Miller.
Yeah.
He said Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
He talked about
two of his biggest helpers.
He talked about, Pac being right there. He didn't get to say goodbye, but he knows that impact as well.
Yeah.
So no, I think that's definitely, it's kind of refreshing when when you talk about rappers as they grow and they get older. Do you want to still hear them talk about what they talked about when they were 19, 20, 21?
Right.
Or do you want them to talk about something a little bit more sophisticated, ironically, right?
Yeah.
So, and I think this is one of those instances. Now Snoop Dogg can still take it back and do the, he can still take it there and he can do other, Snoop Dogg style music. And I'm not taking away from that if he does it. It is what it is. He has other songs on his album. I've gone through his album. And they're not this like on the level of vulnerability that he's speaking on in this track. But I think hearing this track just shows that he has that side of him. And it kind of made me realize what he said in the interview when he said that, because he was expressing the fact that he was a fan of like all genres of music. Like he loves music, period.
Right.
And so he wanted to do an album that, took the leash off a little bit, so to stay, keep with the dog motif.
Yeah.
And let the leash off and kind of let him roam free a little bit. And I think he did that on this album a lot. I think, he experimented with his vocals a little bit.
Right.
And his style. So, and I think this is a great example of that.
Kind of stepping out of his lane a little bit, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or showing you that he's a multi-lane freeway. He's got more than one lane. So, yeah.
No, that's pretty cool. I love it. I love the visuals. I love the graphics. Like you can definitely tell. There's definitely some scenes where you can tell that it's AI created.
For sure.
But for what it was, like it was unbelievable.
And the fact that there was cameos from people. I mean, you saw the Dog Pound, and then they threw Kobe, LeBron, Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, Tupac. It's cool. Like
Nate Dogg.
Yeah, Nate Dogg was in. Yeah, so
the evolution of him and his wife from when they were younger to being older. And even that transition was clean.
And that was another thing I was gonna get at is like I could see that there was some moments where there was real photos that they used AI to make some transitions and again. Very creative. So again, kudos to the director, Mr. Jesse Wellens.
That was a great video. I liked it. I like what Snoop was doing. I know a lot of people catch flack for using AI to do creative stuff. Why didn't you hire some real people? But it's like when you're AIing yourself, can you really be mad at that?
Right.
Because it ain't like he, AI'd a bunch of random. I mean, don't get me wrong, he did have a bunch of random.
Right. He had AI extras,
but like he AI'd himself.
Right.
So
100%.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope, pretty genius.
So I guess we'll pass it to you guys. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the visuals on this one? What do you guys think of the song? Do you think this is a Snoop Dogg hit? Do you think it's just a song that's there, that's dope, but it's just, it is what it is, or what do you guys think?
Is this gonna make you be more sophisticated in your crippin'?
Right.
Let us know.
Said.
Until next time.
Can you reach that?